CCL fans, what is up, and welcome back to another episode of I Just Invested. In fact, it's been quite some time since I did an episode like this, but rest assured I'm always buying, even in a market that, let's be fair, it's really just not very good. If you're into prospects, I mean, there's a few guys who are holding up, but generally speaking, the prices of most sports cards are coming down over time, some of them faster than others. But I think what's important to acknowledge is that you still got to kind of buy over time, because we never know when things are going to bottom out. So, I mean, we continue to buy selectively. And again, I'm going to share that with you today, what we've been buying, say, over the last 2 months. So without further ado, let's get rolling. First off, I'm going to see if I can actually get this whole thing on camera. Let's see, I'm going to do my best. But I picked up, here it comes. Yep, there we go. If you can kind of see that, this is a full, what's called a master case of 2021-2022 Upper Deck SP Authentic Hockey. For those of you that don't know, that is sort of Upper Deck's one of their more, I would align it with sort of Bowman Chrome in terms of product value, but it comes with their signature Future Watch autos. Really, really great product. It always seems to appreciate over time. You guys know I love to hold wax over time, but that said, I have sold some wax in the past, and in fact, I sold a little bit of wax over the last month to generate some cash flow, even at a loss, because I got to free up some cash, like many of you. But let's get into the rest of the reveal. So that case set me back about $3,800 US, and I will hold that for some time. Here's a little sort of a fun card, a CSG 10 of Sammy Infante, numbered to 250, the purple. Pick this up for $30. Sammy's still kind of young. There is some potential. $30 for a purple. I'll probably crack this and send it to PSA at some point, if he does better. But I mean, at $30, as I like to say, there's no room or air between $30 and zero. You guys know I love this kid, and I got a whole stack of his cards coming up in this episode. But I picked this Calabrese Blue Wave HGA 9.5, which I will crack eventually, for $40 or $50. Probably overpaid a little bit, but I really like Calabrese. Gonna do some raw stuff. So we got a Raquelvin De Castro refractor to $4.99. Pick that up for $10. And a Raquelvin De Castro refractor number to 250 True Blue jersey match. If you guys don't know, De Castro has been called back up to single A for the Dunedin Blue Jays, and he is playing better and better. He's walking more. He looks more comfortable at the plate. So whatever adjustments they made him make last year in the Dominican League after he was sent back down, he is doing really, really good. He's just 20 years old. This card was like $20. His stuff is dirt cheap raw, so keep an eye on my guy De Castro. Got an Otto Lopez purple. Cost me next to nothing. The guy in AAA for the Blue Jays. Yeah, not much can be said about him. He's not having the greatest season for the Bisons, but he's a super versatile guy, and I sometimes wonder why he's not playing in Toronto and why Kevin Biggio is still up there. It's one of those things that makes me scratch my head, but when Lopez did play in the show, he hit quite well. And then we got a Clayton Beater to 250 purple. This guy is AA for the New York Yankees, playing for the Somerset Patriots. He is lights out. Look at his numbers, the number of strikeouts per inning, his ERA. He looks incredible, great fastball. Love Clayton Beater. I've already got some of his gold auto slabbed in PSA 10. I'm going to try and speed through this a bit faster. Palmagiani, his strikeouts and to walks are just incredible. Like, he's got incredible patience. He's hitting close to 309 bombs, 23 years old, AA for the Blue Jays in New Hampshire. I picked this purple up for, I think, $15. People, at this point, like, prospecting is dead, so I'm buying things dirt cheap. This next lot is of David Calabrese. I'm going to speed through these. We've got a base auto for Calabrese. We've got a refractor. Get those on camera there. We've got another refractor for Calabrese to $4.99. And we've got a purple to $2.50. And there's more to come. I'm actually going to pile these up because there is so many of them. All right, and we've got, just bang that down here. I got a True Blue of David Calabrese to $150. Got another David Calabrese to $150. If you guys don't know, David Calabrese is 20 years old. He's in AA with the Angels, playing for the Rocket City Trash Pandas. There's his green. And don't be fooled. I always tell you guys to look under the hood at these guys. Don't be fooled by his kind of pedestrian line where he's hitting about 200 with 8 or 9 home runs, OPS of 720 or so. You got to look under the hood. He had an atrocious start to his season. We got a black here to 75. Another black. You guys know I like this kid. I spent this kind of cash on him. Brought in this many parallels. Another black. Calabrese had a really, really good May where he hit much better, and it seems like he's figuring things out. We got a true gold to 50. We've got another true gold to 50. We've got a true orange to 25. And we got another true orange to 25. And a red first edition Bowman foil to 5. All told, this lot cost me about $800 USD maybe 2 months ago, but I love David at 20 years old in AA. He just seems to get better and better. Did an episode about him last fall. And as I told you guys who don't watch the show as often as subscribers do, when I say that I invest with my money, I do. I tell you to buy David, I'm buying David. Love this kid. $800 for that Calabrese lot. I was thrilled. Maybe I overpaid by a couple $100, but to get a lot of that size, totally fine. Love this guy. Gonna start buying his stuff now that, you know, he's in the show and he's a little bit out of favor because he's 22. Bowman, Zach Neto. Great skills. Refractor to 49. Picked this up raw for 110 about 6 weeks ago. I am going to be actively buying more Zach Neto cards. I like him a lot. And again, he's kind of a year old now with his cards, so they're falling out of favor. Acosta off to a really good start in high A with the Down East, was it Down East Ducks? No, Hickory Crawdads. Refractor numbered to 499. This one cost me about, I think, $30. Acosta slowed down a little bit, but I still like Acosta a lot. Manuel Beltre, raw. Here we go. Numbered to 250 of purple. Picked this up for $20. He does not have first autos. He does have autos now, I think, in 23 Bowman, but no first autos in Bowman. Picked this up for, again, $20. And we've got an orange. Although this is a bit of an error. It's been numbered to 75, but it is a true orange of Manuel Beltre. Picked this up for, I think, $80. And he is playing well for Low A Dunedin. This pitcher, if you don't know, Shane Drohan, was absolutely lights out in AA for Pawtucket. He is in AAA now, scuffled a little bit, but AAA, great stuff. Refractor, I picked this up for $10, numbered to 499. Picked up a Drohan blue to 150. I think this was $35, $30, somewhere in there. And we got a Drohan gold, numbered to 50, was $40. Like Drohan a lot. I imagine he's going to be a real good pitcher in the show. Lastly, we got a Justin Martinez, true red to 5. This guy has a great slider, great fastball, a little bit wild at times, but he is a good pitcher. And again, don't be fooled by his line. His ERA was sky high. I think it's starting to come down. Might be under 10 now, but his ERA was like 20 in the first month of the season, and he's doing much better now. He's very young. I think he's 21. Yeah, he's turning 22 July 30th. Justin Martinez, a lot of potential. I don't know if they're going to make him a starter or not at some point. He is kind of a long reliever, 2-3 innings, has like 2 Ks per innings on average, but a great pitcher. I picked this one up for $80, true red to 5. We're going to get into a little bit of hockey here. I am moving into hockey as summer starts to roll along. This great goalie for the Rangers, True Gem Plus, Igor Shesterkin, BGS 9.5, $150. Going to stock up on hockey over the course of the summer, so there will be a little more hockey to see on the show. We've got a Patrick Kane, BGS 9. Okay, subs, a 9.5 centering, 8.5 corners. I won't resubmit this. I will just keep it a 9. Patrick Kane's legacy is pretty much cemented at this point. I picked this up from a friend, a colleague who I work with quite a bit. His name's Marcus. Good guy. Picked this up with the next card. $1,000 total, $600 for this one. You guys know I got the PSA 10 of this one. Love Patrick Kane. Again, his legacy is cemented. Another guy whose legacy cemented. This was part of the deal I did with Marcus. This was $400, so $1,000 all day. I may crack this at some point. The corners don't look too bad. They did get an 8.5. Might make it a PSA 10. And the pop on the PSA 10 is like super low. I have 2 of the PSA 10s. I think they're like, the pop is 31. But again, great deal. Stamkos' legacy is cemented. $400 for the Future Watch auto. Some more Stamkos. Got an SGC 9.5. I think this cost me $80 from Cordero, another colleague, friend of mine, really good guy. Picked this one up at a show I was doing with him. I do like Stamkos quite a little bit. Picking up a lot more of his stuff. As stuff comes down, I'm buying more and more of the stars and veterans, guys who are already doing it or have done it. This one was $80, Stamkos PSA 9, $80 for his Young Guns. Great cards. This one I just got reslabbed, actually. Picked this up. William Nylander clear cut for the Leafs, PSA 10. I imagine he sticks with the Leafs. This one set me back $400. The pop on this is just $6. Incredible card. And this one I also got reslabbed. Picked this up at the Expo a little while back. Reslabbed it from an old PSA holder. This one set me back $1,000 Canadian. Again, those last few figures were Canadian dollars for the Nylander, for the Stamkos, and the Kane. This was also $1,000 Canadian. Generally speaking, on the show, I reference cards in US dollars, but these last 3 hockey cards were in Canadian dollars. $1,000 Canadian, really valuable card. Again, low pop on this one. Cost me $1,000 Canadian. Last few, a little more baseball. Got Max Meyer coming off TJ surgery, a true blue. I cannot believe I got this in PSA 10 for $130. Max Meyer, I think he's going to be a star. He's starting a little bit late because of the injury, but Max Meyer has really good stuff. And you get his true blue for $130 in PSA 10. Quite the bargain. Frank Mazzucato, he is hurt right now, having an incredible season for the low A Columbia Fireflies. I think he's averaging 1.5 to 2 Ks per inning before his injury. I imagine he gets a promotion to high A at some point. He's like 19 years old. This double dime PSA 10 cost me $100. Great card, refractor to 499. I like Mozzie a lot, and my collection of his cards is just picking up steam. I do really well. I make good money selling pitchers and buying pitchers. Nick Robertson, picked this up at auction for I think $90. Gem Mint 10 Future Watch. Nick Robertson, younger brother of Jason Robertson, superstar for the Dallas Stars. If Nick Robertson could stay healthy, I think he's got a big future with the Leafs, and I picked this up for next to nothing. This was, I think, again, $90 US, and we will see how he does next season with the Leafs. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Great card. Here we go. Got an Austin Matthews Young Guns PSA 9, $390. Probably going to crack this one and resub because it looks really clean to me. See if we can get a 10. Again, pick this up for $390. Austin Matthews, enough said. There is talk of him going to the LA Kings this summer. That would probably, I don't know if it would help or hurt his card prices, but I'm okay with it. And we got another Young Guns card here. French Shane Pinto, kind of a little card. Set me back $20 in PSA 9. I'll probably crack to see if I can get a 10. It looks pretty clean. Pinto may see an increased role with the Sens next fall, and for a French at $20 or $25, no problem with that. Another guy who needs no introduction in the hockey universe, Leon Draisaitl, PSA 9. Picked this up for $380 USD. Again, great card. Picking up much more hockey in the summer. Coming to a close here. Lastly, David Calabrese purple. This set me back about $50, PSA 10. Lots of David. And the last card, Aurelvis Martinez, who seems to have really turned around his season. This set me back $75 USD. I mean, this used to be like a $600 card, but what does that mean anymore? It doesn't matter what it used to be, but at $75, I know I can make money on this. Aurelvis is coming around. His average is over 200. He's got 16 bombs, hit another one last night. And don't be fooled by his line at 200. He was hitting like 0.46 when we did that episode with players who were ice cold. So he is coming around. $75 on the Aurelvis PSA 10. Folks, that's it. That's all for the reveal. Great invested episode. I think all in we're probably well over $10,000 USD in this episode. There are some things I didn't showcase on camera, but yeah, still investing just selectively. Be good, folks. I appreciate all you watching. Have an excellent week.